What's a piece of advice that you would give me to start picking my life back up after feeling like I failed at a business venture? Sandra from Oklahoma. Good question, Sandra.
Say that again. Read that again.
What's a piece of advice that you would give me to start picking my life back up after feeling like I failed at a business venture?
Do you want me to start or do you want to start?
No. This is perfect for you. Go ahead.
You did it. You tried it. I think failure is a ridiculous statement. I think you're thinking about picking yourself back up, which is great. You did something. I don't know the specifics, but you did something to actually try that most people don't even begin to try to start new ventures, right? Mm-hmm. And if it failed, quote unquote, I would just say, look at what you can be accountable for. Mm-hmm. And then look and see if you still have a passion for what you're doing. Like if you want to start up something else again and try it again. The creator of LinkedIn said, he had this quote, I'm going to misquote it. But anyway, Vanessa, what's your state? Because he said something like, let me look at my phone.
Yeah, look it up.
He said something like, if you're not embarrassed by your first product, you started too late, kind of thing, where it's like, you should be. There's going to be components where you're not, proud.
Because you're still figuring it out.
Exactly.
Right.
So see if you even still have the passion. Because a lot of times I think the only time you really fail is when you think that you have to keep going with something. You're not happy. It's not sparking you joy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you keep pushing, money comes in and it's not joyful anymore.
It's not happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
So see if you're even enjoying that. See what you enjoy doing and then start slow and seeing how you can take that and make it, a lesson as opposed to a failure and say, okay, next time I'll do this. I won't put so much money in the beginning. I won't do certain things. I won't listen to that person. I'll trust my gut. You know what I mean? Get back to basics and be ready to start again.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but I also hear that, yes, you made an effort. It didn't turn out the way that you necessarily wanted it to. But I would applaud yourself for making that effort, for doing it, which is exactly what Shanna was saying. And then kind of, instead of beating yourself up about it, which I understand is easy to do, especially when you want it so bad or, you thought it would be a certain way, you just all of a sudden have to kind of reframe it in your mind and, and just turn it into a learning moment, a teaching moment. Like she said, just say, you didn't fail, but there's also a way that failure is like the best thing. So many people have said it, I failed and failed and failed. And this is how I learned how to be where I'm at now. Yeah. So you can look at it like that. You could also just keep on keeping on, keep on trucking, be like, all right, this happened. Now let me pivot. You got to learn the art of the pivot and just build on top of what you learned in this failure and keep going if this is something that you want to continue doing, or you go, no, it needs to be like this now. And so there isn't a failure in that. There's just more of a process. You know what I mean? You can't look at it as like just this. It's about the process to get to where you want to go.
Exactly.
And find the joy in that. And that'll be better. Yeah.
Because I know people that are anesthesiologists. I can know one girl's anesthesiologist. She's an immigrant. She came here and she's like, she did it for her parents, became a doctor, all of that. And then she gets to the top and she's making millions. And she's not happy. Yeah. So she didn't fail. She's really successful. However, she doesn't like what she does. But she did it because her parents gave everything for her to be in this country and she wanted to make them proud. But
so she was doing it for the parents, not for
absolutely.
herself.
Even though she's a millionaire, she's like, I don't want to be on this mountaintop. I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? And she's like, I want to do other things. And she felt like she's won, but she's not joyful. So it's kind of a failure in her eyes, which I think is really interesting. So,
that is.
Yeah. So just define failure for you as well. You know?
Just kind of look at it. Maybe it's not a fail, but more like you have to fill up another part of your cup.
Exactly.
While you're doing this.
I like that.
Yeah.
Learning lesson.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh.